Jamal out. It's kind of a triple switch.
And now a steal. This could be fun. Edwards to the rack.
I want to be like Mike. Be like Mike. Anthony Edwards. Out of all the young players in the NBA, he's by far one of my most favorite players to watch. Far for the next generation goes. But that doesn't change the fact that you pushed the Game 7. Now you have to deal with the wrath of the Denver Nuggets in the Game 7 on the road. This is going to be the biggest game of your career, right? Out of your young career, this is the biggest game that you're going to face. You're a star trying to lead your team to victory. And you're growing fast. He is definitely learning on the fly very fast. I give him that. At age 22, he's already a better shooter than guys like LeBron James. At age 22, he has some of the mental capacities of a Michael Jordan, but not quite there. Because at age 22, Jordan was a more polished offensive basketball player. He also was a more consistent, dominant offensive player. Because if Minnesota lose this series, Anthony Edwards is going to always think of Game 3 and Game 5. Because if you showed up in both of those games, you probably would have won this series. This team is going to go as far as you take them, Anthony Edwards. Period. Now you're going to have to step up and be the leader. Being a leader isn't just level of play on the court. You got to get those guys to follow you. You got to preach to them. You got to tell them, hey, you guys got to want to win as bad as I want to win. You got to project that onto them. And the main guy you need to project that onto is your second best player, which is Karl Anthony Towns. You know, because Jordan had to do the same thing for Scottie Pippen, who had low confidence. He needed to build his confidence up. And Jordan built his confidence up. That's what he did. He gave Scottie Pippen tough love. I don't know if that's going to work on Karl Anthony Towns, but you could try it, Anthony Edwards. Because sometimes people try better when you get on their ass instead of kissing their ass, which makes them not try harder, gives them a big head, and they don't want to perform. So with that being said, you beat the Denver Nuggets by 45. You think they're going to take that lane down? They're going to come out firing on all cylinders at home. And it's up to you to try to beat this team, right? You're going to have to lead. You're going to have to play the best game of your career in this Game 7. And Game 7s are the best in basketball because it's one game. Everybody takes the marbles. As a team, you don't want to go to a Game 7. You want to end the series early. But if you have to deal with a Game 7, anything can happen. Anything could go wrong. One thing you don't want to do, even Anthony Edwards said, those Game 5, Game 3, I wasn't aggressive. Everybody told me to be aggressive again. That's what you have to do again in Game 7. You can't settle. You're going to have to be aggressive.
Did a great job this morning and was like, he told me don't lose my aggressiveness. Like, even though they doubling me, he was like, Phoenix did the same thing. Find ways to be aggressive, get off of it, get it back, be aggressive. So that's all that was in my mind walking in the arena tonight.
Don't look for your teammates to bail you out. You got to be the one that take the lead. You know, if they don't follow, they don't follow. But you have to take the lead. That's from the Jordan DVD. You probably watched that too, Anthony Edwards. Because he got the little thing on his arm like Jordan, like the little sleeve. I know he's watching Jordan DVDs. I know it. He got his Michael Jordan starter kit. You know, I know it, man. He got to be copying some of this guy's moves. He watched that Come Fly With Me, Learning to Fly, all of those. I mean, I forgot some. He got a couple of those DVDs like that, right? But, yeah. What a game. What a series. And Anthony Edwards is trying to grow right before our eyes. I mean, he still has a lot to learn. He has to be a little more consistent. But, I mean, he's only 22 years old. He's going to have days when he's probably flaked out, you know, or just zoned out, not into it. And these are learning things. But if you don't get that dog in you now at age 22, you're most likely not going to have that dog in you when you get older. And he does have that dog in him, but it needs to be taken up to another level It got to be taken up to Jordan, Black Mamba mentality status for this game 7. You got to channel that, all right, to lead your team to victory. That's the only way you're going to beat this team, because you're dealing with the best basketball player on the planet and the Joker, and he going to come firing. Let's get into it. I can't wait to see it. Game 7, y'all. We got it. Peace.